Good afternoon, House. My name is Ambassador Onyeka Zitamos. I want to talk on Barrister Oba Abi Oga's write-up. I think that man is indeed a confused man. If you don't know anything about what is going on, ask questions. And since I'm in Grand Community, I've never heard anything good about him. But at times I wonder how he associates with such personality, Pastor Binwagbo. Barrister Oga, I don't know whether you're a real barrister or you are FCDA land barrister, charge and bear, that go to confirm land allocations at FCDA, you collect your percentage and go your way. Because if you're a real barrister that attends court and have cases here, you should know how to comport yourself. Coming out to mention Madam Ngozi Israel, that is where my concern is. If not, I wouldn't have replied to such view notes. You are saying that Ngozi Israel was not officially employed or legally whatever. Ngozi Israel never told you that she is working for UAH. Ngozi Israel is one of the coordinators, as I am, in the pioneer stakeholders. I am responding because you mentioned his name. Every other thing you said, they don't bloody care. I am responding because you mentioned Ngozi Israel. When you talk about Ngozi Israel, you are talking about Ambassador Onyeka Zitamos, because she is a coordinator to the stakeholders, as I am. So, Barrister Guy, you have to be very, very conscious and mindful of what you say. You're a lawyer. Is that the way you counsel your clients? Is that the way you handle issues? Why are you coming up at this dime minute to confuse yourself? It's like you don't know where you are. Me, Ambassador Nyeka, Zitanwos, and Ngozi Israel, we know whom we are under. I don't have to talk about you. I talk about whom I know. Coming out to mention Ngozi Israel, even if people called you to ask about Ngozi, what you don't know, you don't know. Have you ever called Ngozi Israel to ask her what she is doing, whether it's from UAG and whatever? I read your write-up, you are saying we. You and who? You and the UAG officials? We. You and who? You put we. You are willing with who? With Apostle kind of Makama? Please pack your load and just get out of the road. Don't involve Apostle Makama in whatever nonsense write-up you are writing. I want this voice note to go viral because you have come out to insult yourself. You are saying we, and you mention UAG. Who knows you are the one of the agents working against UAG, sexual wealth. This time many people are expecting. If you don't know what is up, why can't you kill in? If you don't have money to subscribe, you shut up your mouth. Now you have come out again to debunk what you said, a whole barrister. Why behaving like a child? I don't know you. I've not spoken to you before. But I just came across your write-up, and as a coordinator of one of the coordinators of the stakeholders, I have to respond to that V-note because you mentioned Ngozi Israel. Barrister Oga, please be very mindful and careful next time you are talking, and never you, because people that subscribe, they did not borrow money from you. You are just trying to put confusion in the midst of current community. Be very, very careful. Please, I beg of you. My name is Ambassador Onyeka Zitamos.
Good afternoon, Grand Community. My name is Chris. I want to plead with Pastor Binwagbo. I know Barrister Oga listens to you. Please caution him seriously because his activities in this grant ecosystem is leaving us with doubts as to whether he is a learned friend or not. You know, barristers are known for their sense of comportment, but for him, he responds to every Tom, Dick, and Harry in a manner that leaves a sour taste on the public. So I'd like you to advise him to to be mindful of his utterances, his write-ups. You know, he has a platform which he has continued to lock up. He wouldn't allow anybody to write anything there. He would dish out whatever he wants, and nobody has a sense of fair hearing. Today again, he has written something about Osim. Now, what if Osim takes him up now? What would he say? Please, Pastor Obi, talk to Barrister Oga. His activities are constituting nuisance to the community. I don't like it. Thank you.
All right, good afternoon and welcome to Channel Princess 8. Sorry for the noise in the background, and I just need to quickly reiterate on what Barrister Olga just said. Barrister Olga, who came out to cast his passion on Madam Ngozi Israel and a number of personalities within the grand ecosystem just a couple of hours ago. He finally came out to retrieve his statement concerning those statements, and he's out to say that he's sorry for that, and he is taking full responsibility for the statement he made earlier this morning, as the statement was written voluntarily and personally based solely on his own observations and findings and private investigations. He also mentioned that at no point was he authorized, influenced, or directed by any individual or entity to make that statement. And further to that, he said for the avoidance of doubt, neither was the country director of Prosecutor Command of the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation (UAG) had any involvement in or gave any authorization for the content of his earlier write-up. So that clarification was necessary to ensure that his own personal opinion and conclusions are not misinterpreted as official statement from any organization or individual that was mentioned. I think Barrister Olga needs to do much more than he is doing at the moment. As long as a legal personnel, he wasn't expected to talk anyhow or just throw words in the air, because those things also could have some legal consequences, and I feel that he should, going forward, see his word, filter his words before coming out to say some of these weightier personal feelings as has to do with especially the lying figure of Madam Ngozi Israel. At no point was Madam Ngozi Israel paraded herself to be one spokesperson of the UAG, and she even mentioned at the point that she did not register as a beneficiary for the UAG. It's just of late I heard that she was in the pioneer slot and all that for the government body, so but that those sort of name calling and aspersion attribution to her personality was not really too good enough. Alright, so but since he has actually made it up, he said okay, that those statements were just his own personal views and opinion, and they were nothing too much to lay to heart, much effective on that. And I think Osim also wrote one or two things concerning that. He said when you disbursement, and by God's grace, is going to meet us in good health, and nothing shall cut to the process. Every enemy, right at the leeway of all of this, will be brought down by God's special grace, and we shall all smile eventually and at last. Thank you very much, and I wish you a very lovely day. Bye for now.